Nobody cares about you, and people think the worst of you. In fact, one of the things that I've learned is that the more you think that you are a loser, it's the more people think that you are doing better than you think. So here in our common experiences, we face the complex matters of life. Mary's song that was read early on describes the compelling situations and the concrete experiences that mark our Advent journey. One of my favorite Christmas songs outlines it this way. Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you delivered will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy will give sight to a blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will calm a storm with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? When you kiss your little baby, you kiss the face of God. The blind will see, the deaf will hear, and the dead will live again. The lame will leap, the dumb will speak the praises of the Lamb. Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day rule the nations? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect Lamb? The sleeping child you are holding is the great I Am. Did you know that the name Mary is not as popular as it once was? Up to the 1960s, Mary was the number one name in the world. But Mary is not so common anymore. The name Mary comes from the name Miriam. You remember who that was? Moses' sister. When the children of Israel crossed the Red Sea, Moses started a song, and Miriam took her tambourine and she went to the head of the line and she danced and she led and she sang and she celebrated the victory of the Lord. This Miriam is whom the name Mary is derived from. It can mean one of two things. Mary, the name Mary can mean one of two things. It means beloved, beloved. Or it can mean bitterness or rebellion, which is what Miriam's life was in Egypt. Miriam started this liberation song because she knew that God was at work among the Israelites and that there was no power that was going to stop God from accomplishing his mission. He said, I have seen their afflictions, I have heard their cry, and am come down to deliver them. And after they crossed the Red Sea, it was time to sing and dance and celebrate. Hannah knew what it was to sing and dance and celebrate, because when she needed a son, she went into the temple. Eli the priest did not understand her, but she prayed to God and she sang to God and she celebrated. Now Mary has taken up the strain of this song, and in this eruptive, powerful, lyrical defiant song, Mary says, "My soul magnifies the Lord." Mary is talking about Advent faith. Mary is talking about the faith that comes to those who put their trust in God, who turn their lives over to Jesus Christ, to those who will love God with all their heart and all their might and all their strength, and their neighbor as themselves. No wonder the Christmas theme, glory to God in the highest, and on earth, peace, goodwill to all people. On this last Sunday of 2021, isn't it a time to reflect and to think back on the goodness and the grace of God? Yes, we sing different songs, different lyrics, different circumstances and situations, different location, but with the same energy and with the same intent. I love you, Lord, for your mercy never fails me. All my days have been held in your hand. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire. In the darkest night, you are close like no other. I've known you as a father. I have known you as a friend. And I have lived in the goodness of God all my life, all throughout 2021, all my life, in the crisis and the struggles and the fears and the uncertainties, all my life, you have been faithful. All my life, you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. We look to 2022. Uncertainties, unpredictable. Your goodness is running after me. It's running after me. Your goodness is running after me. It's running after me with my life laid down. I've surrendered. No. I give you everything because your goodness is running after me. Mary, in a bold, outrageous, and daring statement, says that life is not about self-indulgence. It is not about simplistic religion. Rather, Advent faith is a language that summons us to new possibilities. It reminds us that we are not living by ourselves, but that God has a plan for all of us. And God's intentions for us is good. We can say, like Jeremiah, we can pronounce blessings on our lives. Yes, God is saying to us that He wants to prosper us. He wants to give us because He knows the plans. The theme of Advent faith is